It has finally happened! You guys, I have finally finished building my new PC that I started buying parts for like way back in November. It is finally done! I have worked so hard to get this bastard running and to get the parts for it, and it is here, and we have it, and it is done, and that's what I'm on right now, and it's fucking delightful! Okay. Sorry guys, I'm super excited. I finally got the remainder of the parts not too long ago, so once I got back from New Orleans, I started working on putting it together, but then I was hoping that I could take my disk drive out of the computer, my old one, and then just throw it in that one because I was just going to use just the discs that they gave me to install everything that I got and to get the drivers on and blah, blah, blah. And then it turned out that it was way too old, so I had to go get a new one, so I had to wait a little bit more, but I was like, you know what, that's okay, I got everything. Like, most of everything is installed, you know, it at least gave me time to figure out how to get things done because, you know, the first time I ever built a computer was about 5 or 6 years ago, and I had a friend helping me, so I was trying to remember what happened in that, and then I just did it on my own with, like, the assistance of my bud John, mainly holding a flashlight, so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. So I was super excited because I did not have any issues, at least as far as putting it together goes, and not having a proper disk drive to read all the disks that I got to install the drivers or anything. But it worked all perfectly, and I was all excited because it finally, like, I was so terrified, you guys, that something wasn't going to work right. Like, I was petrified that something was not going to work right, and I was just like, the power supply is going to magically blow up, and it's going to blow everything else up, and then before you know it, my computer's going to be on fire, and everything's just going to be gone. Like, I was, like, freaking out, like something's not going to work right, it's going to short out, something's going to happen, like, and I'm so excited because finally, everything's working, and I'm super stoked. So you guys know, if things get uneven, I'm kind of bouncing in between both computers because I still am getting everything on here. I just recently got Black Mesa re-downloaded onto here, and I think I have it right. I opened it and it all worked and it showed my prior saves, but I didn't load into any of them, but I think I got that right. I haven't bothered with Lost Alpha yet, and I'm wondering, like, I'm almost to the end of Lost Alpha. You guys haven't quite seen it yet because it's not up, but as far as my recordings go, I was recording for a good while a couple of days ago, and I'm into Chernobyl now, I'm not in the sarcophagus yet, but I'm working my way towards it, so I'm getting pretty close to the end, so I don't know if I'm going to bother trying to put it on here just because we all know how buggy it could kind of be, and sometimes installing it doesn't work, and then sometimes trying to get the updates on there fucks up your saves and this and that. And I mean, I might just try and copy all of my files, like see if I can just copy and paste them and see if that works. I might just try doing that, but I haven't decided yet because it's almost towards the end, so I'm wondering if I want to bother, but I might just try and copy and paste. I'm just worried about it having issues because, as I said, you guys know how downloading stalkers and mods tend to go. Like, there's always issues and errors and then crashes, and I'm just like, I got it to a peaceful place on my other PC, and I'm content with it, so we will see. So if things get inconsistent, because I'm still working on getting everything back on here, so I'm kind of switching in between both computers, which is actually what I'm going to have to do after I get finished recording this, because I haven't put an editing software on here yet, and I'm trying to think of what editing softwares to use. Because I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want to change my software or not, or do something else. I don't know. I haven't decided. I was trying to look into, I think, Premiere, but then I found out there was a subscription, and I'm like, I don't want to bother with a subscription. That's like I hate, like, unless it's like something like Netflix or something. But other than that, like, I hate subscriptions for the most part. Because, like, unless if it's constantly changing and updating and giving you new shit all the time, I feel like I'm constantly paying for the exact same thing, and I'm like, I should just pay one price, get my product, and use it. And then if you guys do an upgrade and I want to upgrade, I'll pay you more money to upgrade. But, like, I like, for software and stuff, I don't know. I don't like the idea of constantly paying for probably what's going to be the exact same thing and maybe some updates here and there. You know what I'm saying? So, I was trying to look into that, but I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm like, I want something that is either potentially free so I don't have to spend more money, or something that I can get my hands on that's still good but not as expensive. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But so I'm So I'm a little bit in between. So I'm like going back to that computer to do processing and shit like that because I don't have anything on here yet. Like I've been slowly installing everything and getting things like to par, and I gotta try and figure out, I have shadow play now, and I'm super excited because I've heard amazing things about shadow play, and I'm stoked. I have yet to try it though. I gotta try, like I've been kind of playing around with the settings, but I actually gotta try like recording and seeing how that goes, seeing what it does, where it goes, I don't know. But I actually gotta try that, so hopefully that goes well. I hope so. And then, because if I could make that work, and then I don't have to worry about getting fraps over. I mean, I don't think getting fraps over. I can probably just copy and paste my files. I recall like that install being super fucking easy. But and then I don't have to worry about fraps because it does take up a lot of space and it has a lot of large files, to potentially like 4 GB files. Like it cuts off into, and like one video will have like 15 of those 4 GB files, like to make like a 20-minute video or something. It's crazy. So I may or may not stick with that. I'm hoping I can get shadow play to be my main guy now, and then I won't have to worry about it, because from what I understand I can record completely from there, so I might just do that. But I gotta test it. I have yet to do that because, as I said, I've just been all over the place, guys. It's just been I don't even know, it's just, everything's just been everywhere, and it's pretty much it. Like I don't know what's going on. And speaking of which, so like to like do my upgrade, like these were like tiny stupid ones, but I'll tell you guys, this can be like the fact or whatever you want. So I decided to upgrade my mouse and keyboard. It's not really an upgrade, it's just that they were getting so old that like a lot of the keys were like faded and everything, and of course, you know, it's dirty because I have dogs and stuff gets stuck in between there, and you know, sometimes cleaning only goes so far. But so I'm like, my third mouse key wasn't working either, so I'm like, oh, I should get another mouse. I mean, I normally don't have to use it too much, but like if I'm playing shit like Killing Floor and I'm a medic and I want to heal people, that's what you use, and it doesn't work very well. So I'm very basic, and I've told you guys this before, I'm very basic when it comes to this. So I got a basic little Logitech mouse because honestly, I'm content. Like, it's just all smooth and simple, and like I'm content with my keyboard and mouse being simple. I don't need fancy shit. And then I just got a simple Logitech keyboard that's all nice and new, and it's so basic and everything, but you guys, I love it. It's just all simple and clean, and the keys press so nicely, and it's delightful, and I love it. And anyway, speaking of that, do I got the box for it? Thanks to Victor, which is the guy who runs Free MMO Station, which is where I do my, what do? I do hosting for Free to Play Unlimited. My camera's been, as you guys know, my webcam has been shitty. If you haven't noticed, it potentially seems better, and the audio is probably better because it allows me to use my actual mic. But he gave me money to get a sweet new Logitech webcam, which is what I'm using right now. I think it was like 60 some odd bucks or so. But he was just like, here, like I'm just gonna, like, for like the payment for like this episode, I'm just gonna give you the money to get this sweet new webcam, because me and I guess him both are just tired of my webcam shitting out, because I couldn't record because it was gloomy outside, and my other webcam, if there's insufficient lighting, it runs really crappy like. I haven't tested this one in gloomy lighting, I guess, but my other one, if I run it in gloomy lighting, it gets really grainy and it slows down and it kind of stutters about. It's just like, it doesn't work very well. It doesn't compensate, or it gets really grainy and it suffers quality, and I guess me and him both were tired of it. So thank you very much, Victor. It's fucking awesome. I'm using it right now, and so far it seems fantastic. So anyway, I've been babbling a lot. Sorry guys. I've been super excited. Everything's been coming together. I mean, it's been hectic and crazy because I've been having to do all this stuff back at home, and then I'm trying to keep up with this and update everything and then do the work thing and blah blah blah, life and such. I don't know. So it's been a little bit hectic and crazy, so bear with me. I'm trying to manage as quick as possible. As I said, I gotta go in between computers right now until I figure out an editing software that I want to use and then get it on here. So if things are a little bit off and just random, I'm still kind of working on setting this guy up, so bear with me a little bit. Anyway, that's really all I got to say about that. Hopefully I'll be starting Dead Space soon. Sharky is just terrible at texting me back sometimes, so I got to get a hold of that asshole again, because he's like, oh, we can start anytime, and then I haven't heard from him. I'm just like, that motherfucker. I'm gonna have to go find him, hunt him down in New York or something, but we shall see. Anyway, you guys, what else was I going to say? What were we going to do? Anyway, so started streaming Evolve again yesterday, for those of you who may or may not have caught it. I want to set times to stream, but I'm not going to, because every time, you guys, every time I try and stream, it doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work because something comes up. Like last Monday, I was like, I will stream at this time unless something comes up, but I wasn't banking on anything to come up. And then my manager was like, hey, can you come into work? I don't really feel like doing stuff and I gotta go do other stuff. So can you come in? I'm just like, sure, I guess I'll be responsible. I'm going to work. So I'm not going to set times for streaming, but as I said, I'm going to try and start streaming more often. I finally got like a open split broadcaster. Open split. Why do I call it open split? Probably because I use XSplit. Probably open broadcast software, whatever. OBS. Yes. Haha. I finally got that back installed and got that set up and everything. So I was playing with that and I was streaming yesterday. So I'm going to try and stream more. I'm not going to set times because it's just every time, guys. Every time I'm like, I will stream at this time. Doesn't fucking happen, and it's a nightmare, and it's obnoxious, and it pisses me off when I set a time and then something comes up and it makes me angry. So I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. But as I said, you guys, you can follow me on my Twitch, which is going to be linked below, my Steam group, which I will make an announcement, which as long as you're on Steam, from what I understand, it pops up and is like, hey, this bitch made an announcement. So that will be probably the easiest way to keep track of it. Or, of course, there's my Facebook page, my fan page, whatever. All of those linked down below. Feel free to go on any of those. I announce when I stream on both the Facebook and do announcements for the Steam group. And, of course, if you follow me, you get an email, but those are kind of harder to keep up with when you're not checking your email constantly to see who's streaming. So that will be that, you guys. And then some of you want to know if I'm going to be streaming other stuff soon, and I don't know because literally all I've been doing when I have free time is just chilling and playing Evolve, so probably not for a while, to be honest. But I will go back to streaming single players again because those are fun and I like chatting with you guys as I freak out about something. I don't know. So we'll do those hopefully soon-ish, but I've been kind of just in my Evolve kick because the first 2 weeks I was gone when it came out, so now I'm like, well, I gotta obviously make up for all the time that I wasn't playing it. Psh, of course. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys, I've been babbling for a long time. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up and try and get this rendered and get it out to you guys before I go to work in like an hour and a half or something. Ugh. Anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. I should have a Black Mesa episode for you tomorrow. Or Lost Alpha? No, Lost Alpha. I haven't gave you a real Stalker episode, so like this whole week, so last week. So Stalker tomorrow, I promise. Anyway, you guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow in some Stalker. Bye! Feel my power!